Recreation and attractions. What would people do for fun in your state? Formulate a conclusion to determine why that may attract visitors to your state. What are recreations and attractions? Recreation is what people do for fun, hunting, playing golf. Attractions are places that people visit, like Disney World or Mount Rushmore. So, what would you do for fun in your state? Choose 4 attractions in your state. These could be museums, national parks, historical sites, battlefields, and or amusement parks. So we need 4 different attractions. We need their picture and a description. So we'll go to our websites. For recreation, it says we could go to the us50.com. Oh my. All right, I'm going to click on Iowa. It's making noises. All right, I'm going to scroll down to, there we go. I'm going to scroll down. Here's some state parks that we could look at. There's camping and hiking, hunting and fishing, other outdoor activities, Iowa tourism. We can go to tourist attraction and historic sites. I think that's probably where we'd want to go. So we can go to, oh, here we go, historical sites. They have the Effigy Mounds National Monument, Herbert Hoover National Historic Site, Amana Colony's National Historic Landmark, the Fort Museum and Frontier Village, Pikes Peak State Park, Buffalo Bill Cody Homestead, Buffalo Bill Museum and the Lone Star Steamer, Blank Park Zoo, National Balloon Museum. So you can pick any 4 that you'd like. I might pick Blank Park Zoo because that is a beautifully landscaped 22-acre zoological park featuring naturalistic exhibits with 800 animals from 5 continents. So I'm going to copy Blank Park Zoo, and so they said it was over 500 animals in their zoo. We'll have to find a picture of that later. I also think this National Balloon Museum would be neat. There's it's a contemporary building of unusual design houses, contemporary building of unusual design houses a collection of ballooning artifacts and memorabilia depicting the history of hot air and gas ballooning events and personalities. So we'll copy that and paste it. The National Balloon Museum shares information about hot air balloons. And we have 2 more. But before we go, I can go back and pick one of these other events. But I want to see what that other website was. So I'm going to go back to recreation. There's still some at awesomeamerica.com. So when we look at Awesome America, I click on my state. And here we have state forests, state parks, national sites, historic sites, attractions. So I could click on any of those. I'll go to attractions. Here is the Backbone State Park. There's 21 miles of hiking and trails in the park. They have rocky staircases, one of the highest points in Iowa. It has a lake for boating, fishing, and swimming, and camping and climbing, and rappelling the limestone cliffs. And the Makokata Caves State Park. So a bunch of caves in a park. So I think those would be interesting to see. So I'm going to, you could pick any 4 that you choose. I'm going to pick this one. So I'm copying it, Command C, and pasting it there. Backbone State Park you can go hiking, camping, fishing, and swimming. Ugh. That one actually had a picture of it, so I could click on that picture, drag that picture over. Oh goodness. So I need to get into the backbone box. There it goes. And here's the Maquoketa State Park. They have caves that were discovered in the 1830s, but they didn't make the park until 100 years later, which would be the 1930s. It contains more caves than any other state park in Iowa. There's 6 miles of trails above the caves, and one of the highlights is a natural bridge that stands almost 50 feet above the Raccoon Creek. All right, so I'm going to copy Maquoketa Cave State Park, and we'll paste that here. It has many caves and a great walking trail and bridge. All right, and here's our picture. Get it to the right box. All right, so where did you find our information? So 3 and 4 we found on this Things to Do website. So I'm going to copy that website and paste that for number 3 and number 4. Number 1 and 2 we found on the US 50. So I'm going to copy that and paste that for number 1 and number 2. Now we need to find pictures of the Blank Park Zoo. So I'm going to press Explore and see if we can get Blank Park Zoo to show up. And we'll press Images. Wow, there's lots of pictures. I don't know if any of those are really the Blank Park Zoo in Iowa. All right, I'm just going to pick this one and hope that that's really the one from Blank Park Zoo. You can scroll down. These may or may not be, well, obviously, some of them are definitely not from Blank Park Zoo. So you have to be careful when you use this. Just because it comes up Blank Park Zoo, just because you search for it doesn't mean that that's a picture of that. I might be better off just to go to the Blank Park Zoo website and then pick a picture from their website. Well, that doesn't give you many pictures. They had a baby giraffe born there. Not many pictures on that website either. You might want to just go to the Blank Park Zoo Animals and you could pick on one of the animals that you liked. Ooh, you can watch him. These look like they are all videos, so that's going to be hard to capture as well. You could also get their logo. You could copy their logo and put their logo in that zoo picture also, or that image, if it shows up. It might be white on white, we'll have to see. Oh, it won't let us load that image, so we have to skip that one. So we'll I have to leave that one. So the National Balloon Museum. So we'll look for National Balloon Museum. We can go to their website, or we can just pick one of these images. Ooh, this likes to move around. All right, I think when that picture loads that we should have we have 4 different attractions and our citations and a little bit about each one. So that should complete your recreation and attractions.